Dave was back here with face-to-face wrestling. Here with Richard Borger. Richard, what's your position with face-to-face wrestling? I understand you work with them. What exactly is your position?
Absolutely. I'm partnered up with Heath Miller, also known as Heath Slater for WWE, and I run all of the day-to-day operations, manage the company.
You're like the director of operations. You have the business aspects and all.
Absolutely.
Anyway, this is a very ambitious promotion that you got right here at Force and Training School. You got some great talent involved. Heath Slater, Mr. Hughes, Teddy Long, Ron Simmons, the assistant trainers, Kiera Hogan, Odinson. What prompted you to get into the wrestling training business and working with Mr. Miller on this? Or Mr. Slater, this is a fantastic opportunity for fans, for people who want to be a wrestler.
Absolutely, and our trainers also include Jazz. Jazz is on board. Jazz is
John Gresham, exactly.
Absolutely, Jonathan. We're going to be working with his Back to Basics seminar series that he does nationwide. But back to how we got into it, me and Heath have been friends for a number of years, and we sat down one day with Curtis, and we thought, well, Atlanta is truly missing a training facility. And in designing what we thought would be a good training facility for everybody, we thought, it's just not enough. Heath goes, it's not enough, it's not enough. So he goes, we have to add this, we have to add this. So,
well, what kind of things are you going to have? I understand we have 2 rings outside.
Absolutely.
Here. I saw them. What other kind of things are you going to have here that other training centers may or may not have?
Sure, absolutely. Well, a lot of things, one thing that most training centers don't have is a media room, which is what we're in right now. So we technically have a 24 by 24 room where we are able to view everything on a projector. We will take all of the footage from the rings when people are training. We'll have GoPros set up in multiple locations so that we actually get footage of the students. So it gives them a second perspective.
Sure.
If the trainer says, hey, you're doing that wrong, Hughes is going to do it. And we can bring that person in and say, okay, well, here's what it is. Here's what he's talking about.
And also with the GoPros, you have different angles set up around and stuff like that.
And they're fast action 4K,
Sure.
so we make sure we get it in really good. We don't have any pixelation. They can see everything really clear. So we bring them in, we show them what they're actually doing, give them a chance to go, he's right, that's what I'm doing. I need to reposition a little this way or this way. Because from what I understand from the training aspect, a lot of the time when these guys are in there and they're being told they're doing something wrong, as wrestlers, they never do anything wrong in the ring.
Well, but it is, that's with, as you train more, you learn more. And I understand, you're going to, or what other things you're going to have besides the media room? Or what other things you're going to be training? Are you going to have anything like any weights or anything? Or
yeah, absolutely. We've partnered up with Beast Factory, and Coach Bobby from there was a professional level, NFL level strength and conditioning coach and certified nutritionist. And he's going to come in and help all of the students out as far as not only developing their bodies, but developing nutrition, making sure they're eating right,
Sure.
that their habits are in line with what they need to be. He's done a really fantastic job. He trains a lot of professional bodybuilders. One example that for him that a lot of people would like to know is I've seen him take people over 250 pounds, women, and turn them into bikini models who are doing, professional bodybuilding. And these women are knocking down to the 140 pound mark, bulked up, but he's doing it all natural, and he's doing it in a short period of time because he's mastered the art of getting people's bodies in shape, both muscular and as far as cardiovascular.
Sure, but at the same time, he's not only doing it, they got to put out some work. This is not something easy. Neither is professional wrestling, correct?
That's right, absolutely. The in-ring time is really going to wear on people. Cardio is going to be a big thing for them. So yeah, absolutely. He's going to have a hand in making sure that they're in shape for that. And so when they do come in with Hughes, they're ready to go.
Sure.
Especially when they get into that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th week, where they're really starting to do some moves and they're bouncing off the ropes and continuously going through motions.
And in being that you're going into the ropes, you're going to be using muscles and stretching out muscles that you may never have used before, because wrestling is a lot different than just regular exercise or something. Because you're using so many different things. If you run the ropes for a while, you'll find out, here's got you can be in some pain if you're not in shape.
Absolutely.
And that's one great thing. So you got your part of it, Beast Fitness and everything. I understand they're around here. What other things you can work with? You're going to have someone maybe like a Teddy Long work with them on promos, perhaps?
Absolutely, and the benefit of having Teddy involved is Teddy is a master on the mic. Teddy is somebody that a promotion can bring in. We all know where he's from. But Teddy can go in, work a mic, they can handle a mic and say, go out and waste 5 minutes. We need a 5-minute filler. And Teddy can literally walk out and just blow 5 minutes off with the crowd, and nobody would realize it wasn't part of the show.
Sure.
And those are the skills that he brings in. And
the ability to ad-lib.
Absolutely, and we have a promo room as well. So we have our media
promo room also.
But we have a promo room as well where Teddy can take individuals in and go, okay, let's work on this. So we've got guys in the ring working out right now. Let's take a couple of you and let's go work on promos in a private area where it's quiet. So he can take them in and really get to working with them on things like that. And it's really going to benefit these people because right now in today's day and age in the wrestling business, there's a lot of talk. And this is something that we understand, even though we are that base old school type of training center, we realize that we have to provide the people the tools for when they make that next step. They're not behind other people. So we want to make sure when they do go, they're prepared with how to speak, how to cut their own promos, and if they have to ad-lib something, they're capable of doing it on the fly.
Sure, and also with so many people involved, I can help them with stuff like licensing, with how to deal with promoters like I discussed with the assistant trainers earlier. It seemed like a great win all around. And also you have a little something for everybody. If you're a professional athlete, you got, football players like, Mr. Hughes spent time at Kansas State, Ron Simmons, a standout at Florida State. If you're a woman who wishes to train, Jazz, who was well known throughout wrestling, who was in WWE, who was in other promotions. Kiera Hogan, one of the top ladies coming up today. World champion, hey, Ron Simmons, first African American world champion in WCW. It's a fantastic opportunity. And, as far as, new school, Heath Slater, well, what a talent he is, too.
Yeah, amazing. He's been in the industry for quite a while. He started wrestling in 2004, trained by Mr. Hughes. A number of people have been trained by Mr. Hughes. One of the other benefits, you touched on promotions, and I know in the interview with Kira, and then they talked about, from the indie scene, one of the benefits to this school is we're going to work with the local promoters to make sure that when our students go out, they're working with people they're familiar with so that they don't run into this stigma where you have 10 matches and you have one bad one. Now, that one bad one is because you work with somebody that didn't know what they were doing or they were fresh, and it's that one match that will get seen. If WWE or one of the other promotions sees a match, they're always going to see that one bad match, and then they're going to go, just not ready.
So you're looking to give them a good foundation along with give them the tools so they can take it to the next level. Another thing that's also great is you have a lot of big guys like your Ron Simmons, like your Mr. Hughes, your Otison. You're a bigger guy, but if you're a smaller guy, you said John Gresham's going to be coming with the Back to Basics series, which is a great guy. John Gresham, one of the top competitors in ROH, and he's been around for many years and is just a very talented individual. And I know he's going to be added a lot of interesting input and also a lot of experience working all across the country and across the world to the students. So I think it seemed like a win-win for all the students.
Well, and the thing about bringing Jonathan in is he has broken that stigma that the little guy can't compete with the big guy. Anybody that has actually seen him perform knows he's this tall.
Well,
but he has shown that, you know what, I don't have to be put wrestling guys my size. I can do what you've seen other people do, a Rey Mysterio who has wrestled the big guys. But nowadays you don't see a lot of those little guys wrestling the big guys. They tend to separate them out. So what he's doing now is spectacular because he is much smaller than a lot of guys.
Where you can go in there and take it, where you can take the tools you learn.
Absolutely.
And you can go in there if you're putting with a small guy, big guy, large guy. Even if you're wrestling a woman in your gym match, you know what to do, know the tools.
That's right, and it's all about safety because with these guys, regardless of their size, or the women, regardless of their size or shape, what they do in the ring, it's about knowing how to do things safely with each other and understanding it. It's teamwork in the ring.
Well, exactly. You have almost we got at least 100 years. I think if you added everybody, you're definitely hitting close to 150, if not right there. It's just a tremendous amount of experience. I know that a lot of people are probably watching this series for the face-to-face and want to know how can they get in touch with face-to-face and learn, whether they may be in Atlanta or Los Angeles or somewhere for a former professional athlete, or maybe across. How can they contact you to be involved and to learn more information about training or answer questions, or even to sign up and get the deposit paid?
Absolutely. We are at face-to-face-wrestling.com. Our telephone number is 678-209-6868. Again, that's 678-209-6868. The way we've developed our facility, we really have the opportunity to step up.
Sure.
Doing research, if you look around, nobody offers what we offer. Nobody has the facilities we have. We are a 7,200 square foot facility, which is probably the largest next to a performance center type of thing with a professional promotion. There's nobody our size, there's nobody with the training staff. Like you said, we do have over 150 years of experience with just our training staff. Business-wise, we're completely set up to succeed. Training-wise, we're completely set up to succeed. And we're here to make sure that our trainees, when they come in, have everything they need to succeed, as long as they're willing to put in the work.
If you do the work, you can make it happen.
Absolutely. And we even, on our program, we even work with a local realtor to help out with housing, to give our people assistance when they're coming in, because we have some old people from outside the country that are going to be attending our school.
You have had a lot of international interest as well.
Absolutely. 60% of the responses to our school are actually international.
Very good, very good. Fans, I tell you, if you want to be a professional wrestler, if you're interested in professional wrestling, if you're thinking about giving a training school a call, why not try face-to-face? Give Richard a call, or better yet, go to our website, face-to-face-wrestling.com, and inquire. If you have questions, if you want to know more about the program, I'm sure Mr. Richard can take care of anything you need. I'm Dave Wilson, Face to Face, and we'll be right back with more after this.